Hello Providence beginning band trombone players. This week's video we're doing something a little bit different. Please open your Red Standard of Excellence book up to page 36. We'll be playing the solo theme from The Royal Fireworks by Handel. So please make sure you have your instrument, you have your pencil, and your Red Standard of Excellence book, and let's just do it. So I realized that this may be some of the longest music we've played. This is a solo. We're playing with piano accompaniment. For a lot of you, it's the first time you'll have played anything like this. So what I recommend is looking through it first, and we'll do that together. Something that might be different about this sort of format than your regular music is you have both the trombone part and the piano part in the same group of 3 lines. So you see on the first page, 3 lines, 3 lines, 3 lines, 3 lines. Second page, another set of 4 3 lines. The trombone part is only on the top line of each of those sets. So what I would do is put a little star next to each trombone line so that when you're transitioning from one line to the next, your eye catches onto something and you kind of register that that is the trombone part and not the piano part on accident. When I play through this, I'm going to be counting out the rests. So notice that while we have rest, the piano has music. You unfortunately won't be able to play with piano, but it's good to practice sometimes when we have rests. Just like we did when we played Montego Bay and Regal March, we wanted to make sure we practiced the rest just as much as the music so that in performance, we knew what to expect, we knew what it sounded like, and we knew when to come back in. You'll see that the trombone doesn't come in till measure 5. That's okay. So from the beginning, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, play. Okay? Starting at measure 5, we have a repeat. We play 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, first ending, and then back to measure 5 after measure 12. From there, we go 5 to 10, second ending, going on. You'll see in measure 25, we have another repeat. Here, it has some special dynamics. You'll see underneath your music, it says first time mezzo forte, second time forte. We want to be really particular about that because we want the ending to be louder than the first time. Let's look at the key signature. It's concert E flat, 3 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat. We know it really well. We've played that scale a couple different times in class, and we've played it a lot at home as it is part of our final project. So if it helps, please play the concert E flat scale before you go to play this piece, and kind of help get those A flats in your brain. Let's look at dynamics of this piece. We did a little bit at the end, but let's start at the beginning and go all the way down. So we start with forte, nice and easy. At 15, we transition to mezzo piano, kind of the middle part. And pickups to 19, we have piano, so even softer, okay? And then 25 to the end, we have first time mezzo forte, second time forte. Now that we've walked our way through the piece on a couple different levels, let's look at any rhythms we might be unfamiliar with. We have a few beats of consecutive eighth notes. Look at measure 12 on beats 2 and 3. Da 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 da, dee 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 dee. We want to make sure that we're not rushing those. We have a tendency at the ends of measures, if we have consecutive eighth notes, meaning eighth notes all in a line like that, we tend to play those too fast. That's just generally across the board musicians, but especially beginning musicians such as yourselves. Okay, so we want to keep that in mind. Measure 15, we have 2 eighth notes on the first beat, which doesn't seem that weird, but we don't see that too often in the music that we've played so far as musicians. So we want to make sure that doesn't throw us for a loop. Maybe we should, before playing this all the way through, maybe we should start at measure 15 and make sure we have that rhythm under our belts. Other than that, everything else looks pretty friendly and easy to hang on to. So let's just play it. All right, so this is page 36, theme from the Royal Fireworks. We'll be setting our metronome at quarter equals 110. I'll be starting from the beginning, so I'll count out the first 4 measures of rest. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. And that is it for this week's video, and it's the last video of the school year. So I hope to hear you playing this summer, and I hope to see you at school in the fall. Thank you and happy practicing.